Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we are in the prestigious and very famous Westfield, New Jersey, where properties are hitting way over $1 million.
Right.
But guys, Westfield, New Jersey has a spooky and very dark past, and it even made it to Netflix. So let's find out what Westfield has to offer.
All right, guys, before we continue the video, that was Laura. I'm Luca, your local realtors here. We're going to leave our information below with all our contact info. If you're looking to buy, sell a property here, make sure to give us a call. We'd love to help you guys out. Let's get back to the video.
So right now we're at the Westfield downtown, which is one of my favorite downtowns, but don't take my word for it because this is an award-winning downtown.
And it's award-winning because you're not going to really find something like this in other parts of Union County. It's very much...
It's big.
It's big. You see a lot of movements. You have a lot of high-end stores. We're right in front of the Urban Outfitters. A lot of really cool restaurant, a lot of culture, and higher-end things you're not going to find in the surrounding towns unless you're going to Summit. But, you know, coming down here is really cool. You're someone that might be more of, you don't want a light life, you know, you don't want a nightlife.
Right,
you just want to have a quick cocktail. You just want to come walk around with the family.
You want to have a fancy dinner, you're gonna definitely find it here.
I always like to tell people like the vibes, and the vibes are very kind of like that upper class style. And for families, exactly, a lot of families. And like later on in the video, we're definitely going to touch base on why it's so much a family culture here.
And also the reason it's one of my favorite downtowns, it's because the heart of the downtown has many intersections that all the intersections you're going to find, you know, retail stores, multi-use buildings. You're going to find a lot of that here. So it's very walkable, yet it's very big.
But a few restaurants, we have the Ferraro, I think it's called. It's like an Italian spot.
Ferraro's is an Italian restaurant.
You can also rent it out the top, and they'll have a like kind of catering. They have all those very cool things. And with our office a few years ago, we actually went there. Very nice time too.
My favorite restaurant has to be the Addams Tavern, and it's very funny because it's inspired by the Addams Family. I know we've all watched that, which is another cool thing about Westfield, that it actually inspired the Addams Family show.
Yeah, the one like the properties here, they're so unique that it actually was one of the inspiration. And we're talking about properties. There's one particular property that has been in the Netflix series, has a lot of kind of hype, and has been making this town have a little dark side we mentioned earlier in the video.
So as you can see, Westfield has a lot of ties with a lot of maybe creepy things. So let's get into it. The ideal and wealthy town of Westfield has a dark history marked by a series of infamous crimes. Notable among them is the 1971 case of John List, who murdered his wife, 3 children, and a mother before vanishing for 18 years. The town is also known for the Watcher House, where a family was terrorized by eerie letters from a mysterious stalker after purchasing the home in 2014. Other tragedies include the 1959 stabbing of a high school basketball star by his mother, a 1974 unsolved mugging murder, and the 1976 brutal killing of Lena Triano, which remained unsolved for decades. Despite these events, many residents believe these crimes haven't tarnished Westfield's reputation as a quiet community. Westfield was once home to Charles Addams, the cartoonist behind the Addams Family. Addams grew up in the town, which some believe inspired the eerie mansion in his cartoons. However, his biography disputes this, noting that he combined architecture from various sources for the mansion's design. Despite Westfield's dark history, including notorious crimes, it remains a desirable place to live with A+ crime ratings and a surge of interested buyers. Some of us local real estate agents can note that the infamous incidents like the Watcher House or the John List murders rarely influence the current real estate market in the town.
And zooming out here to the map view, Westfield is 3.2.4 miles going down and practically 2 miles across, so it's not a big town, but you do have a lot of opportunities. And here we're going to see the actually what gets you in Westfield when it comes to property values. We're seeing that Westfield, an average one-family home is going for 1.1, practically 1.2, with a drastic increase after 2020. We're seeing property values skyrocketing year after year, which is pretty much due to the town being so promising and highly looked after. And we're seeing every year values going up with a big big jump in 2020 to 2021, and this past year we had a 9% increase overall. And something I always like to show is the median household income. You're seeing here in Westfield is over 200,000. In most towns surrounding it, it's not hitting anywhere near that price. You're seeing that Westfield has the same kind of environment as Summit, but a lot more wealth into this town, and we're seeing that been going up in the past few years. Here's a quick little map, and obviously from 2020 to now, a huge increase. Very common theme here. And in Westfield, we're seeing an average one-family home going from 1.1 to 1.2. So we're not going to talk about the most affordable home, which is this one in Westfield, nor the most expensive one, which is this one right now that's on the market. But we're going to give an actually average price range of what gets you in Westfield. And for you kind of give a quick view right now, there's around 7 homes right now on the market, and these are the ones that are at that 1.1, 1.2 range. You're seeing that you can go from a newer construction like this one that's probably renovated to something a little bit more older, like these homes here, and probably a better area, or just have a lot more space. And here are some photos of 613 Summit Ave. You're seeing it's definitely a newer build, either newer or it's been renovated, but I think it's a newer construction. And it's all of that modern look, open concept, very nice finishes, something that a lot of people moving want to be in when it's ready to move in. And now for around the same price range, you're getting something a little bit older, probably has a little more size, more character. People might like the location a little better, and they might just like the overall character of the house, and they're not looking for that cookie cut. Newer construction is a bigger kitchen, a lot nicer finishes when it comes to the kitchen. And what it also has is a very big, nice backyard that a lot of these newer construction homes do not have. So this is very nice, and if somebody's looking for something very unique, you can also find that in Westfield.
Starting with their youngest learners, Westfield Elementary School, like Washington and Franklin Elementary, consistently rank amongst the best in the state. These schools have impressive proficiency rates, with students excelling in both math and reading. As students transition to middle school, Roosevelt and Edison are also highly rated. Here, the focus isn't just on academics. Students are encouraged to explore their interests through a variety of electives like robotics, drama, and journalism. These schools also emphasize on addressing the social and emotional needs of its students while maintaining rigorous academic standards. Westfield High School students graduate at a 98% graduation rate. Nearly all graduates go on to attend many prestigious universities. The high school offers 19 advanced placement courses, providing a challenging academic environment that prepares them for college and beyond. Westfield is also known for its strong arts program, award-winning student publications, and a wide range of extracurricular activities. With active student counselors, numerous clubs, and extensive guidance services, students have the support they need to grow not just as learners, but individuals. So if you're looking for a strong academic environment and a supportive community, Westfield Schools offers it all. So to finish it off, the lifestyle here in Westfield is pretty calm. As you can see, we're not that far from the downtown, but you can see that it's very quiet here. Westfield is also very historical. A lot of the architecture here is going to have that historical vibe because the city makes sure that that stays intact, but it does have a lot of modern aspects to it, especially if you go to the downtown. So of course, you could definitely assume that Westfield is definitely going to be for families and maybe that older generation, not really for millennials or younger adults, especially if you want more of like a city vibe, or be close to bars or whatever.
It's definitely that kind of older community, and it's going to be for families, like we talked about the schools and the real estate and everything. But something I do want to mention that I forgot to talk about earlier, that they are trying to redevelop the downtown area. It's something called the One Westfield. They actually got the permits approved. It's just a matter of time when they're going to start. And they're going to try to redevelop everything, make it a lot more modern, a lot more new developments, a lot more business. And a lot of locals aren't liking it. But, at the end of the day, a lot of the towns surrounding it have been doing that. So it's just a matter of time for this one to change. But I really do think this town, like Laura's saying, it's like for the community, for the family. A lot of kids that go to school, usually from first grade to graduation, they're going to know each other. It's really that kind of town.
Close-knit.
Close-knit, and you're gonna find that a lot in these western parts of Union County, because if you go to Summit, Westfield, New Providence, all these areas have a lot of that kind of feel. And in reality, Westfield is one of the higher end towns here in Union County. So be expecting the best of the best most of the time.
So if you do live in Westfield, let us know if you are very excited about the One West or not. And if you're not a local and you want to see what Westfield is like, we do have a vlog video. We're going to put it up on top so you guys can watch it and get the full feel of what Westfield has to offer.
We'll see you guys next time.